Salutations, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boys, the best tag team in the business. Usos, what up? Young Bucks, what up? All of
Mm.
y'all, what up?
Oh, hold
We're here,
on.
man. They they they
Mm.
they let us take over tonight, man. We are off the air. NXT post show. We appreciate y'all watching. It was a very fun show, but this is about to be more fun. Let me go ahead and introduce my boy to the right of me, Drizzy. Talk to him real quick.
Good morning, afternoon, and evening. It's the guy you should believe in. We ain't doing the long drawn out ones today, but we are gonna say Happy Women's History Month. Make sure y'all go out support women, support black women in wrestling too. They need the love. Make sure y'all do that.
hmm Nah, for sure, definitely, man. Look, I'm a proponent of always supporting women's wrestling. Women's wrestling is the dopest thing out there, especially as we have progressed through the times. And I got to talk with Raw earlier today. It was cool seeing a lot of women's segments predominantly last night. We got NXT. This is arguably the best women's booked roster in professional wrestling.
Facts,
And
facts.
the ladies was doing their thing tonight, but we had a great episode tonight, man. We are in the road to stand and deliver, and
On the
let
road,
let let let's get into what we just witnessed. Right,
man.
we had the closing segments, the returning whoop that Trick Williams cutting a fiery promo, letting the people know that he has felt the betrayal from his old best friend Carmelo Hayes, someone he looked as a brother. He was there from the beginning, and the love was not mutual. Trick was on one, and he had a very surprising visitor come out to the end of the episode. It was Drizzy's favorite faction, Metaphor, Mr. Noam Dar, and Noam Dar, has some words to say to him, man. Noam Dar is someone who is progressively getting on to a new
He
wave
moving it at.
after.
He's shooting it at main event atmosphere. He going there. He's
Yeah,
going up.
man.
The stock is trending.
Yeah,
Buy
man.
on No M Dar.
Yeah, losing that Heritage Cup, and going in a different way. He's going for the guy that he says that kind of got the juice right now. Drizzy, I'm gonna ask you this, bro. What was your thoughts on the segment first and foremost, and second, what's the direction of this Noam Dar? Do you feel like this is just a filler feud that we're going into it, or do you think this is something that can become more prolonged after Stand and Deliver?
First, this is a filler feud. Yes, it is a filler feud, but it's a good filler feud because you need some. We got like another 3 weeks. We can definitely throw in a couple of Noam Dar main event matches because they've been experimenting with him in it. I think over the summer we had a little bit of a altercation between Noam and Ilya Dragunov, who at the time was the world champ. Well, he still is champ. My bad. And we getting ready to start ascended. We got to build that main event scene back up because, like I said it a couple of weeks ago, this storyline has dominated for the better part of a year, almost a year now, since at least May. So we're about almost a year of doing this Ilya Trick Mellow feud. So let's get some more people involved. We got to build up that main event scene so we can talk about it the exact same way that we talk about the women's division scene, the tag team division. Hell, even the Heritage Cup right now has got a lot of contenders, but the world title has been the one that has been. It is. I'm not gonna say it was hindered because it's been good stories, but it has been. I'll say a step back behind everything else because of it being so driven by story based wrestling. But definitely, we got to get Noam Dar moved into the main event scene. Now that last segment, if you
Yo,
had
let's talk about it.
if you had any doubts about my man's Trick Williams being a superstar, he just showed y'all in that ring. My man's talked his talk as only he can talk it, and then proceeded to hand Noam Dar pieces of his butt because I can't say the word because Ben will mute me. And and then after that, he got he seen Lash Legend, my mine, my Lash Legend, the one I bought in on, and rinsed her up real good. She melted. Then shared one of the most passionate kisses we've seen in NXT in a long time. I'm like,
Yeah.
hey, bro, y'all gotta get a room for that. Y'all can't do that here. This is a children's show. Y'all can't do that here. She melted. I
Uh-huh.
if you know that look, because as soon as he looked in her eyes, it went up and it was over. She was gone. She's in his. They back at she's in his hotel room now. She's there now. But all jokes aside, this was to reassure you, to let you know that Trick Williams is in fact what they said he was. He is a superstar.
Yeah.
This story is going to main event Stand and Deliver. And we already had 3 weeks of the villain Mello build himself up and everything. Just you know how you when you're building your villains, you're building your villain and your hero, you got to give the villain something. Even in
Right.
Star Wars, the villains won 3 movies in a row. In Harry Potter, he won 3 of those movies. So now we're here in NXT. Melo's getting his hell. He's built up now. He's got his security force. He's talking his stuff. Now it's time to build up Trick in that exact same way. The good, the white hat ride in on the white horse, ready to take everybody out. It's a good like I mean I can't. We say it every week, and I feel like we're beating a dead horse when we say it. But this has been one of the best storylines NXT has had in a long time. It's up there with the Gargano Champa. It's up there with the Tegan Dakota, the Rhea Ripley Shayna's. And like this is one of those
Bro,
stories.
I'm telling you this, bro. I was a person that took a lot of negative backlash towards like when this initially started, but like I think the idea of it and where we are now, it's definitely been it was up there with one of the top feuds last year in professional wrestling in general. And yeah, to your point, man, like Trick Williams is undeniable. He is undeniable at this point. The star power is there. He commands the room. His promo work tonight was 5 stars in my opinion. Spoke with so much confidence, so much passion, stringed in that entire storyline that we were communicating about within him and Mello. And then you get to the part with Noam Dar, telling Noam Dar, you don't wanna cross me, buddy. Like I'm not in that mood right now. And the comedy aspects and then my man got the Riz. I mean, I got some people in the comments. My buddy, oh man, I lost the comment. My man, Do 3M said Jakara need a man. He said he here. He said he here. Jakara. My
Mm-mm,
man's in
y'all
the
gotta get
comments.
look. Look,
It's
I did not realize last to Trick Williams. There's nothing I can do about that. Y'all not about to take Jakar too.
Oh man. All right. Speaking of comments, before we get to the next segment, y'all in the YouTube have been going crazy. First and foremost, gotta shout outs to the bro B squared. You guys are a great tag team. My boy, you are a great supporter, Bobby. Throwing his deuces up too. Also throwing his deuces up is the bro Coach 23. What's going on with you, partner? Them two was communicating. Bobby saying some real stuff. Support indies women wrestling too. All right, there's a lot of great independent women's
Absolutely,
wrestlers out there,
absolutely.
man. We are gonna actually have one coming up soon on off the air. Keep that on the hush hush. Um, and of course, you know what Coach 23 on. It's Tatum, period, Tuesday. You know what it is. It's Tatum Tuesday. I won't go on my spiel today because I got to host the thing today, but we lit next week.
Mm,
Don't worry. We lit
she at
next
home
week.
licking her wounds.
She was ready tonight. Noam Dar is NXT main event ready. Could not
Absolutely,
agree any more on that, Coach 23. The dude is perfect, like on NXT main event. Like can wrestle bell for bell and is a great character, can talk. The dude is sharp, man. Bobby got some similar agreement to that. Uh, hello from our friend Michaela Bell. Thank you for supporting and
Shout
watching
out
with us.
GST. Shout out GST.
Yeah, salute. Thank you for always supporting us. Y'all are great. Man, we got a couple more. We got NXT main event scene is kind of lacking. He totally agrees with Drizzy. And yeah, I mean, the beauty is there's so many people on the roster that you can create that next guy to be up. You
Yeah.
know, look at the guy that we're gonna talk about later on in Obafemi.
And I
We ain't
don't
even know.
say and I don't say that the main event scene is lacking as it's bad. It's just that when you have a story that is so good and dominant like that, you have to give it the time.
Hmm. No, I agree. I mean, time is of the essence, right? Like
Yes.
you got to do that.
You,
A couple more, man. Coach 23 saying, you know, the Trick and Young Booker T comparisons have been out there for a little while, and I
yeah.
think the fact that we let Booker, you know, put the cherry on top of that
Boom,
wonderful
boom,
Sunday that is that
boom,
entrance with his ad libs,
boom, boom, boom.
it's a beautiful thing, man.
I
Booker
like it.
T, yeah.
Yeah.
Salute to
Uh-huh.
salute to the homie Cool Gamer. Thank you, man. Hello to you. We ain't see you in a little while, man. So we glad that you back in the comments. And then the last comment for now, and the thing, Trick Williams starred as Mello's hype man. His rise is really impressive, and that tag is a superstar. I totally agree. And I lied. We got one more comment over here. What's going on? Joel Robinson. Is that a lion?
Yep, that's that line, GST. We in the
Okay.
building.
GST. Support to y'all. Thank you for rocking with us, man. All right. Next segment, we're gonna start from the top of the show, and we got this tag team qualifier situation going on. We know that our tag team champions are the Wolf Dogs. They would lose to me and Drizzy if we really had a wrestling match. But I mean, they don't. I mean, they luckily they just let us do the reviews and not get in a ring because I mean I got smoke from Mr. Baron Corbin, but we had a very good match tonight. We had the LWO versus OTM. I gotta say this, Drizzy. What? Why don't we have Joaquin Wild in the dunk contest?
Bro,
Like that man's
Joaquin Wild be doing some wild. He got the right name. He got the right name because he be
uh,
doing some wild stuff.
dog.
Like,
I need
bro,
to
be in
see
the air too long. You remember they used to call Pac? Well, he's Pac now, but he used to be called no
Neville.
the man that gravity forgot. Nah, that's
Yeah,
his name now. Bro, don't come down for nothing.
dog. I was thoroughly amazed by that spot where they just lifted him up and like even his selling purposes, man. Like they'll throw him and it seemed like his back just adds an extra elevation to when he falls off. Like dude got some bunnies. I need to see him versus Mac McGlung in the dunk contest. NBA. I'm gonna send you this guy's highlight tapes from NXT, from the main roster, all of that. The dude can levitate. And LWO and OTM, they had a solid match. I thought it was good for the most part. I think OTM is starting to kind of grow into them to their styles as in-ring competitors.
Hmm.
I'm curious to see what we have for them this year because I think they are two large gentlemen who should probably be super dominant and not take a lot of pins, but they're not better than LWO. LWO is a renowned tag team. Uh, any thoughts on the match specifically? And then I'm gonna run down who we got on this qualifier and who you think would be the good opponent for the Wolf Dogs.
So OTM has come a long way from the days of Tights and Tims. They are doing and they're doing so much better big man work. The things they do make sense now. At first, it was just two big guys handling people, tossing people around, and they was running with Reggie. But they've done a good job of defining their characters. They're not GTA. They're not. They like I said, they've come a long way from the jokes we were making about them only 8 months ago when they started. I'm enjoying what they're doing now. If aesthetically, I do still have an issue with the tights and the Tims, but it's it can be gotten over once they get in the ring. Once they start smashing people in the face, it works. Now, I do have a bit of an issue with main roster teams coming down and taking the spots of the teams in NXT because I really feel like OTM probably should have won this match. And even from the logic aspect that you threw out there, there's no reason that the LWO that Joaquin Wild and I'll call him Raul Menendez. Is his name Raul Menendez?
Cruz del Toro now.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
own his
that,
name now. Now they don't
yeah.
own his old name, but they gave him this name now.
They gave a new one. You can't have the old one, but there's no reason they should be coming down here. They should be going after Finn and Damien. But suspend your disbelief, and it works. It's okay. It will say it was a serviceable match. It was a good match. OTM, but I really paid attention more to OTM and their growth. I'm enjoying it. I'm just happy being on the ride, along with Scripps and Jada Parker.
Hmm.
It's a good package.
The real star of the
Yes,
faction.
the real. Yeah, she's coming up before, way before them. She's coming up.
Oh yeah. Nah, it ain't gonna be too long till we see Miss Jada Parker on the main roster.
Hey, Miss.
Um,
Hey, Miss Parker.
it's fuck-
How you go? How you doing, Miss Parker?
nah, I mean, be real with you, she's kind of like basically done what Nikita Lyons did like 2 times already. Like she
Yes,
got on World Star a couple times already off of the
in
like
two
little
in
like.
two matches. No, she have three matches. Three
I'm
matches
sorry,
for World Star.
hey
World Star.
Clark, I'm
Every single
sorry.
match.
I'm sorry. I don't know if you're watching, but she kind of surpassing you, girl. It's all good. Um, I like the point that you made in regards to it being main roster talents on NXT and kind of taking that from the NXT tag because as I go down this list, we got some qualifiers, I guess, in the next week or so. Um, no, we got two qualifier matches next week.
Yep.
So we got the it is going to be Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson versus Hank and Tank.
The
They
Good
had the little
Brothers.
yeah, they had their little backstage segment, and then we also have whatever variation of the no quarter catch crew versus Axiom and Nathan Frazier. Um, the Good Brothers, Gallows and Anderson, they are a team just like LWO that should you would imagine be on the main roster and doing more. And it's honestly a surprise they're not on the main roster and doing anything rather
Hmm.
than being in a spot. I don't have an issue per se having a you know a main roster person coming on to NXT working over there if they're not doing anything kind of give new people the rub and whatnot. But like, it's weird to me because the Good Brothers, as they came back, never really got an opportunity to do anything in a program as a tag team. They've only come back to be uh the heavies to walk in Mia Yim on their entrance or be AJ Styles' lackeys per se. Um and I'm excited to see them on NXT, selfishly because we review the show and we like Gallows and Anderson. But
We
in
do. We
theory,
do.
it is kind of weird. And I think it's streamlined that they're gonna probably win the qualifiers and go against Wolf Dogs. You
Yeah,
agree,
cause
disagree on that?
yeah, I agree with that. Like as much as I advocate for the tag teams to the NXT teams to make it, we got to be real here. This is where I cannot suspend my disbelief. You can't tell me that Hank and Tank are gonna beat Gallows and Anderson. Like you see, like you can't even keep a straight face with that.
That'd be the craziest upset of all time. That's no knock on Hank and Tank. I like the fact that Hank and Tank got a polo with their logo on it. It's very like company like free T-shirt esque.
We
But
definitely made this ourselves with a Keurig. We definitely did
yeah,
that.
yeah, that's definitely what is that called? That the little I forgot the company that does the custom ink
Yep.
like
Yep.
polos for like you probably know like when you
Yeah,
like
that's
do coaching and stuff like that like a lot
yep.
of people come with custom like but like I don't know why he rocking a polo man.
You got
I
the
know he was a security guard before, but
that's
my
his
man got
thing.
like he
That's
got
his
like
thing.
some of the worst swag out of all the NXT people.
Like, but he has a fire one liners in that promo though. He said,
Yeah, he
we
did.
all coffee, no decaf. Like he was lit with that. Okay, okay,
I like the energy of them. They're funny, but yeah, I think we're gonna get the Good Brothers. Um, man, we got more comments. Y'all are awesome, man. We got Joseph Martin saying, "Yo, what's going on, Brody?" We got
some more
who else?
GSP in
We
the
got
building.
Triple L Nails saying, "Hey, Unc, I'm assuming they're talking to you."
Yeah, I'm the old guy around here.
Yeah. My unless that's my nephew just randomly on YouTube, but he got school tomorrow. He young too. The real why is saying I got no quarter catch crew versus Braun and Corbin that stand and deliver. Now that's
Hmm,
interesting.
I like it. I like that pick.
And I don't mind that at all either because I feel that they are automatically way more intriguing now that they have the one Heritage Cup and two uh just
A
that
name.
whole interaction with Regal last week.
I mean a name.
Yeah, they got a name too, right?
Because for
And
longest we were just, I don't know what we were calling them. Like they do this weird thing, the hand people and all this. We like,
the the wild thing is this: I like Charlie Dempsey a lot. I think he is a stud, and I think he's a guy eventually will be on that main event scene on NXT. I like Damon Kemp a lot too. I think he is also a stud. I just think he needs to kind of gain more of a character. But like that guy, no knock on his brother who is the gold medalist as a WWE wrestler, way better than Mr. Gable Steeson. That
not good at
Damon
all.
Kemp is way
Not
better than
good
him.
at
He
all.
understands the joint way more. And then the other guy I know nothing about, but he's
Matt,
there.
is it Matt? I keep on wanting to call him Matt Bourne. It's
Evan Bourne's little brother. Um and
he got a real little brother to wrestle though.
oh man, never mind.
He's
And
the
of
middle. He's
course,
the middle brother. We don't
and
know. We
then
don't
of
care about that.
and then of course the goat who
Miles Bourne.
the
Miles
the, the
Bourne.
the goat who taught us how to play WWE 2K, Drew Gulak. So
Nah.
Miles Bourne, yeah. All right. Let's get to the next topic, man. And this is a topic that I enjoyed a lot on today's episode. Man, oh man, oh man. Roxanne Perez. We talked about Trick Williams cutting a promo. Roxanne Perez was in her duffel bag tonight. She cut a super duper heel promo. And Drizzy, I gotta tell you
Oh,
this, man. This is what we need. This is the Roxanne Perez that we need. We were getting stale. We were force feeding her as the young girl, as a baby face, and her being, treating her like a child, the whole prodigy aspect of it. It was cool in the beginning, but there needed to be involvement. You can't be a kid forever. You're an adult, you're a grown woman at this point. She cut a promo today, and a lot of it made me feel like this might be this girl's real personality because it sounded way more authentic. It sounded way more passionate, and she was speaking a lot of factual statements in that promo. Um, I'm excited for her and Lyra, and this is something that is needed because I feel after Lyra getting that initial uh championship win over Becky, it's kind of been a little teeter totter. It hasn't felt as dominant, and Lyra's a great champion. But this is a rival that Lyra needs. And to build this for Stand and Deliver, Drizzy, y'all can take my money because I'm here for it. Roxanne Perez did the
yeah.
numbers. What do you think? Do you
Roxanne,
am I gassing it, or you think I'm?
nah, you are on brand, on par. You are absolutely correct. Roxanne was so deep in the bag, like fries that get fell out. She was in that. And I think what makes it even more amazing is the fact that we've never seen Roxanne as a heel. Like in TNA, babyface, ROH, babyface, the few AEW matches, she was babyface. So if it, and the way she came out, the confidence, the aura, everything, it felt like this is the promo she been cutting all her life in front of her mirror with the hairbrush. Like, let me tell you, put people so like you can feel that she has cut that promo so many times because it's so much more fun to be a heel. Like so, literally, it is so much fun. More, I say stuff on Twitter just to upset people, just because it's more fun. I understand it. I get it. You trolls. I understand it. But that is what you get out of that, and it's just so much passion. She was cooking at that too. It all made sense. It wasn't stuff. It wasn't, oh, you people did it. Like, it was logical stuff. And the thing is, you can see it building. If we go back, this started maybe 3 months ago, and she's just been the snowball had been rolling down the hill, and we finally have got to the point where it has started to smashing towns. Last week, it sat there and took Lyra's arm home with her. Like, we've known this was coming. Just seeing one of the comments, like, the dog was in her. The dog was off the leash.
It was off the leash for sure. I gotta agree with you on that. And the one thing we had a conversation off air and totally unrelated to NXT, but you said it, and I feel like it correlates. I like the booking of heels in WWE now, and the pinnacle is Drew McIntyre,
Mm.
where they are heels, but they are logical, and it's one of those things that I love in like comic books and like comic book movies with superheroes. Like Thanos was a heel, but you understood where his logic was and
Oh,
kind of saw where he was coming from.
from the
Killmonger,
it's
same
like the
thing.
it's
Like
like the it's like the Dave Chappelle skit. Modern problems need modern solutions. We ain't got enough food. Get rid of them. Get rid of the
real
people. Y'all
exactly.
sitting there beating up people, and you beat up black people. Give them weapons.
Nah, for real. Oh man, y'all are everyone's in agreement, man. We got Michaela Bell saying Roxanne. Yeah, Roxanne is due to get her title back in Cora J. Yeah, unfortunately, injury bugs happen. But we hope that she comes back because I think Cora Jade is phenomenal too. Um, the dog came out of her like you was reading earlier. I agree, and then I'd be down to see Hill Roxanne Perez as champ. Bobby, I would not mind to see that too, just because it'd be a lot different. Um, we're gonna get through these last couple topics. Y'all are great. We're gonna keep the comments coming and
Yeah, keep
whatnot
the
as
comments
well.
going. We
Um,
love the interaction.
because right now we are gonna literally go to our favorite thing about NXT,
Oh,
and
Von
that is
Wagner.
nah. We're not talking Von Wagner tonight.
Oh, okay, okay.
He let his mans get beat down by Lexus King. That's all y'all need to know about
Oh
that.
man, he finds a way to weasel himself into every damn episode.
Yeah, there's the two segments that didn't make the cut. We'll just say that happened. Also, Gigi Dolan, we're excited to see what you got to do for Ariana Grace next week. um, but Oba Femi, Brooks
Ooh,
Jensen, we
ooh.
had a NXT North American match, title match, and man, oh man, oh man, I liked it. I liked the battle and the styles between that. Um, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think a lot of people will say they want to just see Oba Femi run through everybody in the manner of like 2 seconds, and I can understand that. But I feel like him having that target on his back and being the champ and being as dominant he is as he is, having people be the best version of themselves just to go against him, but it's still not being enough is even better, in my honest opinion. And I think that's what we saw tonight. I think Brooks Jensen was really in his in-ring wise one of the best showings I've seen from him. I thought it was a sound match. You saw his buddy come out there. I'm curious to see what's gonna go on with these two. Maybe um, maybe we'll get a match between. I'm losing my mind. What is his? This is Brooks Jensen's man's name again.
Josh Briggs.
Josh Briggs. Wow, sorry. Josh Briggs versus Obafemi could be a potential feud that leads into it. I don't know, but Driz, what you think? What did you like the match? Did you like the direction what we're going with this?
I love the fact that Josh Briggs definitely came out to try and deter Jensen from going through the, like, hey, look, man, you're not ready for this. Like, you don't want that smoke. And I I don't think that Josh was wrong, but Jensen definitely got the better part of Obafemi, and he had us shaking a little bit, like, oh, is he gonna try and actually dethrone him? And he came really close a few times. I seen a lot more offense out of this match than I expected to see from Brooks Jensen. He this is maybe his third solo match that I've seen, and the first two we had one something that was little, but the other one a really good match. I'm gonna take back things that I said about Jensen. About I don't know if he's gonna be a standout in a singles division because if he showed that in this match, he definitely can be. He can
Hmm.
carry. He has a. He just has this. It's a going thing tonight. He's got this dog in him that's just fight, fight, fight. He's got that country boy. We gonna knock down, drag out. It's like imagine if JBL had two boys that just like fighting all the time. You got one that's the high profile fighter. Jensen is the scrappy one that you don't see coming.
Right.
He's gonna catch somebody off guard on one of these matches. I enjoyed it, but you can't do nothing with Obi. He told y'all if you want, don't send anybody that y'all don't want back because they ain't coming back right. They missing something. They backs hurting, they legs hurting, they arms hurting. They ain't coming back the way they left, and I
Hmm.
love it. I love
Nah, I totally agree with that. I will say this, and someone mentioned in the comments of a list of people, the real Wyatt. I can see a lot of North American Championship contenders: Dijak, Briggs, Lexus King, Sean Spears, etc. Dijak, backstage
it.
segment earlier. Give me that at Stand and Deliver, and give it to me like ASAP for that. Like, let's get the bill for that because that is a litmus test for Obafemi. But like, Dijak will make sure that man looks incredible, and
Man,
they would have a solid bout. I was really excited to see that too. But Obafemi's he's the baddest dude in the whole place right now. Like, you ain't telling him nothing. By the way, his like NXT, because we're gonna get to another one in a little bit for the closing topic. But man, the entrances, like with the lighting and all that, looks so dope. Like, his entrance is so nice.
yeah,
Trick
it's
Williams' entrance is so nice. You know who else's entrance is so nice? Miss Kiana James.
Kiana James.
Yeah, doing the Britt Baker thing. But
she
Kiana
just needs
James,
she just needs something for the middle. She needs
yeah,
a
her and old girl Izzy Dame, her heavy. They had a tag team match. They the mean girls. They bullying everybody over there in the locker room. Uh, they went against Thea Hale and what was supposed to be Kalani Jordan. Kalani Jordan got jumped by I don't know who. Hopefully
yeah, we're not
NXT and
sure
I know.
who that is. Another mystery.
Hmm.
Who attacked Kalani Jordan?
Who knows? I'm not sure. But Kalani got knocked out. It was Fallon Henley that came to the rescue. Uh had a good tag team match for the most part. I think Fallon Henley looked really good in this match also. I think her move set and like the energy she had was very solid. Ultimately the heels won, but the story that came out of it was Thea Hale has come back to who she is, right? And I just want to say something. Y'all was telling me beforehand that y'all the JC Jane stuff is good. This, that, and the third. JC Jane and her broke off now. I still am on the strong belief that JC Jane and Gigi should have never broke up. And then this entire Chase U thing with her was definitely some sort of a build, but I don't feel Thea has gained any like traction or momentum through the entire storyline.
It's so I don't. She got sympathy, but I don't think she needed it
Hmm.
because she already has this scrappy, like this, like got a Scooby Doo Scrappy Doo attitude. Like, put let me at him, let me at him. She's just got this energy that is very let's get him. I don't think she really needed that.
Hmm.
So I don't understand. I don't understand where we've gone already full circle to the fact that it looks like JC James about to be able to chase you and her rookie. I'm gonna call her rookie, but I, I don't
If
know. I
y'all
don't
know if
see.
y'all know Shorty name in the comments, just type it in for us because I really don't remember who she is. I don't remember the. Oh, it's going.
And and it's harder to keep up with them
It's
because
like
they had so many
Jasmine
girls.
something, right?
It's something along those lines, but it looks like it maybe at Stand and Deliver we might end up getting Thea and maybe Fallon against JC and her rookie. I don't really
Yeah,
see the. It, it was a weird one. I've been on point. I've been with this storyline for a while. I was good with it when they did the whole a few weeks ago where JC got embraced by all of Chase U, and she was that. I don't know. I'm hoping that this story goes a little bit further. Maybe the rookie, I'm pretty sure her name is Jasmine something. I'm pretty sure Jasmine is the
Jasmine
one
something. Yeah.
is toxifying JC, and maybe we'll get to a point where JC and Thea come back together, and it's like a true friendship, and they become a tag team. Because
Yeah,
I really was under the impression that it was gonna be one of those things where the boys have the tag titles, the girls have the tag titles, and it's good for like a month or two.
I ain't gonna lie to you, man. If I was to book it, and it is obviously not gonna happen now because she was already in a match earlier today. But I would have had Gigi be the one who attacked Kalani Jordan, and I would have just reunite Gigi. That'd be a way to reunite Gigi and JC back together. The new girl, the rookie who is there, she very well may be a perfect puzzle piece to fill that void that is Gigi Dolan. Give or
Mm.
take, we'll have to see. I haven't seen her really do anything, right? She's just kind of there. I haven't seen her wrestle, talk, any of that. But
Nah,
we'll wait and see. I do think that is going to be the tag team match for it. And hopefully my girl Thea Hale gets some good victories in regards to this. Let's get a couple comments in, and then we are gonna go to the main event that happened tonight. Um, First and foremost, where we leave off at, man? We got
the
Melon
comments are
Playground
fat.
saying, "Yeah, y'all going crazy," and we appreciate it. We gonna read these too. He's saying, good evening to you. It's night over here for me. I'm ready to go to sleep after this. Bobby saying Oba Femi is the real deal in the NXT men's division. Bobby don't speak no lies, man. Bobby always keeping it a
Facts
thou
for it.
wow over here, and we appreciate that. The real wide, I would like to see a traditional North American ladder match at Stand and Deliver. That's solid. That would not be bad at all, to be honest with you.
Whoa.
I would not mind to see that. Like, and just from what Real Wyatt said earlier, um, the names that he mentioned, like solid people, as well as a match like this, Trick versus Oba, the NXT
Oh.
would explode. Like,
Stand and deliver next year.
oh my goodness,
Stand and deliver
man.
next year. That match is too big to give away to any PLE other than their big one.
Hey man, by the way, we got Tatum Tuesdays, but for Bobby, today was Kiana James and Izzy Dame NX Day for him. Um I like Kiana James a lot. I think she's got a lot of star power as a heel. And then I think Izzy Dame is solid too. We just gotta let her kind of grow into her role. Maybe it was Blair Davenport. You know that she is got a history of doing that,
Yeah.
so it wouldn't be
Yeah.
out of her wheelhouse. Uh, they saying we want toxic attraction back. I'm saying,
They might get it.
I'm saying,
And they
uh,
made hints to it tonight in the promo.
yeah, we getting a love from Melon Playground. Salute to you. Michaela saying, I think JC, you ain't spell it right, but it's all good. It
That's all
jumped
good.
her.
We
She
don't even know the
wanted
other girl's name.
Thea to fail. Yeah, I mean, we don't even know the other girl's name. Uh, We got some love from overseas, man. Ni hao, everyone. Delano Moore. They saying call Roman Reigns.
He
Uh,
don't go here. He don't go here.
call Roman Reigns. He didn't pick up. We bilingual over here, man. Uh, and then Trick will be on the main roster by then. He very well may be. We'll have to see what happens with Mania. Salute to y'all for the comments. Keep them coming. If we don't get to it by the end of the night, I'll read it before I go to sleep. Um, when we off air. All right. main event, we had a match that was been built up throughout the last couple weeks. A couple weeks ago, we got a surprising return of a Mr. Chairman Sean Spears. You know, formerly known as you know,
The
10,
perfect 10.
10. But he's back as Sean Spears. His character that he got to build his persona in AEW, and he's on NXT now. Last week we got to see him have kind of a squash match against who I learned was Fit Finley's son,
Oh, bro, Uriah.
Brogdon or something.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
Brogan Finley.
Yeah,
Get
Brogan.
his name. Do not get his name messed up. This man has a following on TikTok of women that love him.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. So
They will find us.
we're sorry. Salute to the Finley family, except for his brother that everyone hates
Yeah,
in
we don't like that. We don't like
Bullet
David.
Club.
Was it David? We don't like that. No, boo.
Yeah, but yeah, he had a squash match, and he's been going at Ridge Holland. They had their match tonight. I thought it was a good match for the most part. I think it's still staying true to the storyline. I think Sean Spears is playing Jedi mind tricks with Ridge, where he's poking the bear of him being super emotional and being unsafe, and it is detrimental to him at the end of the day, where it's the reason he ends up losing, and this is the reason he lost tonight. Uh, Sean Spears definitely needs the victory. He's the new guy here. He's the more intriguing character. But I will say this: I think the presentation for Ridge prior to the match with the him talking to his family and kind of trying to build his way back up was pretty solid for the most part. I was kind of apprehensive about it initially, but I'm starting to kind of enjoy it a little bit more. Driz, what do you think? Did you enjoy the match? Are you enjoying the storyline? And before we get off of this, what is the trajectory for Sean Spears on NXT? I'll let you go first on that too, and I'll give my take on that after.
I feel like Sean Spears is like their player coach right now. He's their guy. He's like, okay, who's a project that needs a little bit of help that we can kind of tailor made because we've talked about it a few times. Ridge's original NXT run wasn't really a run. He sat there and had maybe one match, blew his ACL, and then the next thing you know, when he came back, he's on the main roster. He never really had a chance to go this far and explore having a character, having an interest out of his own, actually. Because even when he came up on the main roster, he had Sheamus's interest. He's never truly had a chance to grow. And I think this is what Sean Spears was actually brought, asked for this, got this feud for, to help Ridge grow to be a single star on his own. And they're taking, which is a going trend in WWE nowadays, taking real life situations and making stories out of them. He's going with the whole he's hurt people and it's haunting him. But Sean Spears, I like the story that he's getting in your head. He's playing those mind games, but you don't really have anybody in NXT doing right now. They're not playing major mind games with anybody. You don't have that character that's I don't want to say the magnificent dark cult leader. He's just he's playing mind games that you don't normally do, that you don't normally think about. I'm enjoying it, even though it does feel like the feud was a bit rushed. But but knowing who the person was behind the video packages now, it shows this story's been going on for a lot longer because those messages have been showing up on NXT for at least a good 3 months now, at
Hmm.
least since Vengeance Day. And we've been getting these messages, and now knowing it is Sean Spears, this story's been thought
Been
out for a
fantasy,
while.
people been fantasy booking who they thought it was gonna
Yeah,
be.
yeah, because
Trying to.
we swore up and down. It
I thought
was
it was
Wendy
Boa.
Chu and Boa. Because
Yeah,
if you've been
Tien Cho.
watching the back behind scenes of those little cuts and stuff, they be kidnapping people.
Yeah,
Like they be in the white van, like Yup, come on, yank, and we ain't seen him since. Like, bro's gone. Like, leave him on the milk carton.
nah, for real. I mean, there's also the rumors that people thought it was, potentially uh Okada or Julia from Stardom. Like there was a lot of rumbles on it, but it being Sean Spears was a like
A
kind of
legit
cool
surprise.
surprise to
A
me.
legit surprise.
Um, and I agree with you. I think Sean Spears, uh, I think he's got a good trajectory on NXT. I think he could be a potential guy in the main event scene, um, and kind of just build on who this Sean Spears character is. I think it could, gradually grow, and he could maybe get himself as a mid carder back onto the main roster. I've always been a fan of him. I think the chairman stuff and all the pinnacle stuff he did in AEW was great, and I'm excited for him. And I'm happy for him, man. All right, let's get a couple more comments in before
Oh,
we.
we got a name. We got a name. It's Jasmine Nix.
Okay, Jasmine Nix. Salute to Bobby, bro. Our resident NXT level up connoisseur, man. He watches it all.
He
Uh
watches the whole
Anthony
product.
Mazzano was good. You were late to the party, bro. But do you guys think Thea Hale gets underrated on NXT because of her character, or is it just in general that she doesn't get enough respect? I don't think it's the character because I think a lot of people liked her a lot when she was the babyface. I just think it's the booking. Like
I don't know.
that's
It's so I think when you have a loaded women's division like NXT, you're
mhm.
gonna have people slide through the cracks because everybody, although they all have stories, that's the one thing that keeps them all going. Everybody has a story, but everybody can't be in the high profile matches.
Yeah. You know what the great thing about Thea Hale is? She's only 21 years old. She's got
See?
a lot of time too. So
That steak ain't even began cooking yet.
yeah. Um, let's get a couple more before we get out. I look. I'm making the call. They let me host this thing. We're gonna run a couple minutes late. Shh, don't tell
Be a little bit
anybody.
over. Like,
Yeah,
don't tell Ben.
it's off the air, man. They let the rascals run this, man. Word to Wesley and all them. Uh, my man said I like the chairman Sean Spears in NXT. Bobby, I agree with you on that. Uh, we got my buddy over here said, man, you got Fit Finley's son, Rick Steiner's son, William Regal's son, and even Santino Morella's daughter, I believe. The future is bright. I love this comment a lot.
Yeah.
that's
Man, if
that's
they don't,
crazy to see the
we gotta
generations on this.
we gotta get some kind of second generation faction out of this. We gotta get Legacy 2.0
Oh
something.
no, not Legacy
We gotta get Legacy 2.0.
Oh, ran by Cody this time. Salute to Bobby. Jasmine Nix has had matches before on NXT house shows. She hasn't had one on NXT level up. Okay, well we'll have to wait and see how she does. Um, in regards to that, uh, Bobby thought it was Dante Chen. That could have been a good choice too. I haven't seen Dante. Well, Dante Chen got like squashed by Braun Breaker on SmackDown.
He
So
got kidnapped. He got
yeah,
kidnapped.
you guys are the goat on here. Salute, man. You the goat too.
Oh, bro.
Anthony Manzano said again and again, I'm gonna continue saying Roxanne is slowly turning into a psycho. AJ Lee when she had Big E as her bodyguard. Not a bad call, Manzano. Not a bad call. We gonna leave off with my man Real Wyatt. First and foremost, rest in peace, Bray Wyatt. Also, by the way, uh, with that, appreciate you on the comments today,
Yo,
man.
did he just do the Bray Wyatt laugh in the comments?
He
He
may
did the
have
Bray Wyatt. He did the Bray Wyatt laugh in the comments. He was
got
like,
the Uncle Howdy mask on it, and then I'm on Drizzy's side with this one. Um, hey man, Drizzy got fans out here. Hey, salute to everybody tonight. This has been a very lit show, just for us two to be on it. Um, big ups to the big dog Clark. He had to take care of some business today, so you have got to rock with me hosting two shows today. Um, we'll be back tomorrow, man. The daily is back. Uh, regular hours.
no, it's
What is
not.
that like?
No, it's not.
Oh no,
No,
was diff- it's di- regular hours in the UK. So if you in the
it's
you're not
different
watching in
hours.
the UK.
It's different hours for us.
Yeah, you're right.
Regular hours
So
for them.
it's 4 p.m. Eastern time, 1 p.m. Pacific time, 3 p.m. Central. uh was it 2 hours from Mountain from Eastern? I don't know. Y'all could do the math. Just as long as you subscribe to the page, you'll know the times. Thank y'all
Mhm.
for rocking with us, man. We are uh blessed to have y'all over here, and we will see y'all next Tuesday night. Throw them twos up. We out here.